Hey everyone, welcome to Soul Embers. I hope you all had an awesome New Year's Eve and you're feeling really positive and hopeful about 2023, because I feel there's going to be a massive shift in the way we do things in this year. I feel we'll be investing our energy and experience in areas and with people which really bring the value to our lives. I feel we'll be taking responsibility for what we can control and finally letting go of all that enabling behavior that, really holds us back. I also feel that part of that will be letting go of the resistance, or becoming more mindful of the resistance that we feel and releasing that, surrendering that, so things can unfold a little bit more organically. All in all, 2023 is a year that brings more balance and inner harmony. So my question to you is, what do you need to leave in the year that's gone so you can receive and embrace the blessings in this year? Some of you may know what it is that you need to let go of. Others of you may not. Either way, that's what today's reading is all about, and hopefully it will offer some, direction, clarity, or maybe it will just confirm an approach you've already set in motion, which essentially adds more fuel to your confidence, right? So at the end of each year, I take some time to decompress and reflect, and I usually go away for this because if I stay home, I end up working. And this year I chose the most amazing and sacred location to take this journey. And I really wanted to share some of my experience, but most importantly, the outcome, because I just hope that perhaps it'll resonate with some of you, or some of you can relate, and it will give you some clarity or some hope about what the year ahead brings. So if you'd like to go ahead and skip straight to the reading, I would do that right about now though, okay? So as mentioned, I took about a week off and I chose to visit a warm, a laid back and spiritual destination, which is pretty standard for me and right up my alley. And as I started to drop into the moment, all the to-do lists were set aside and I started to reflect on the year that's been, I was simply overcome by exhaustion. Like, it weakened me at the knees, and it made me realize that I, like so many others, had a really tough year. And so as I usually do, I honored the exhaustion. I let it work its way through me. I listened to it, and this is what exhaustion had to say. Despite the challenges I faced, I still persevered. I showed up every day for myself, for my clients, for my daughter, for my family, for my friends. I learned a few hard lessons and I lost quite a few people along the way this year as well. So once I was reminded of all this, I wanted to understand the reason behind this feeling of exhaustion and the purpose exhaustion needed to serve. And this is what I found. The reason I felt exhausted is because I care about my standards and respect the standards of others, that I'm outgrowing and growing all the time. It's a reminder that I'm human, I'm alive, expanding every day. And these feelings are a vital part of achievement and acknowledgement. So as we enter the new year, my wish for you is to lean into what you perceive to be challenging emotions, connect with them, let them share their story with you. Remember that they are vital to your existence and growth. Thank them for fighting your battles. And then once done, remember to release them, once you understand their purpose, so you can take a breather. And trust in your tribe to support and inspire you to rise above them when you feel overwhelmed by them. Just as your support, my YouTube family, my tribe, inspire me to persist despite the challenges and not in spite of them. And so with all that said, I want to take a moment to properly thank you so very much for being a piece of my journey. Connecting with you guys inspires me to walk my talk, to further expand and educate myself, to question my methods and my motives. You inspire me to be the best version of myself because I want to continue to be of service to you. This is my purpose as I'm guided to. And that, my friends, is what great relationships are made of. So here is to a fabulous 2023 for all of us. All right, Pisces, let's have a look and see what energy is it that you need to let go of so that you can receive whatever blessings are in store for you for 2023, so you can really harness the energy that's trying to level you up, right? And guys, I will draw a couple of cards. I'm just mindful that it is a collective reading, and hopefully one of the messages or something within this reading will resonate with you. All right, let's have a look and see. What is it that Pisces needs to let go of so that they can receive their blessings? If there's anything they need to let go of, what would they be? What could potentially cause some stagnancy? Wow, surrender the need to always be right. One more card for Pisces. One more card for Pisces. And this is the last shuffle. I'll draw the top card if nothing falls out. There we go. All right, surrender the need to always be right, Pisces. Give others a gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. Pisces, this is what I'm getting for you. I feel that you may have had some altercations or maybe some conflict with some people in your life in 2022. And you may definitely be... let's just say you may hold the upper hand as far as the situation goes and what transpired. And what I'm feeling is that, you know, you're feeling challenged by having a discussion, having a conversation, letting things go, because you then think, well, you know what? First of all, is there just too much water under that bridge? Is it something I want to do? And second of all, does it mean that I'm enabling their behavior? And does it make it okay? I don't want to take a step back. I don't want to have a conversation where I take responsibility for the part that I played, because it may make them think that, you know, that what they've done is okay, when in actual fact it's not. So Pisces, I feel that even if you are in a situation where you are holding on to something and you are not, you know, reaching out or engaging in conversation so that, you know, have that discussion so bygones can be bygones, even if it's not okay. What's happening is it's automatically putting you in the vibration of shutting opportunities off, shutting growth in your relationships off. And if you do it for someone, do it for you, so that you can put yourself in the energy of receiving acknowledgement, for receiving appreciation, receiving the love and the nurturing that you need from the friendships, relationships, situationships, whatever this resonates with. For those of you that this message resonates with, you'll know what I'm talking about. So this is about you perhaps thinking about how you can approach this so you can get the closure that's needed, so that you set yourself up for the right karma and you put yourself in the frequency of deepening connections moving forward in 2023. Because the energy, if you don't fix this karma up, you're putting yourself in the energy of a lack. You'll put yourself in the energy of shutting out your blessings, right? So let's have a look and see what the other message is. And you know, guys, you might find that these two work together really well. They might work on their own for you. You might find that one message resonates over the other. So take with it what you will. Take from it what you will. Okay. Now, the message for this one is surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Wow, okay. And I'll hold that one up for you as well. If I was to read this as an extension of the message that I'm currently getting, and I will for the reading, what I'm getting is that this approach that you're currently, perhaps you're still angry, perhaps you're still holding on to a little bit of resentment, perhaps you just need some more time to process the situation. And if that's the case, fine, lean into that emotion and do with it what you will. But I'm getting the message and a very strong this very strong push to tell you, don't let it go. Don't let it pass for too long and kind of it reaches that point where it becomes awkward to approach the situation. We don't want to let this go. Embrace every lesson and every moment. I feel that this is going to be this particular situation, and you may have found that there are a few people that you've kind of have manifested the same type of conflict with. You've manifested the same kind of conflict with. If that's the case, really need to put this to rest, guys, because there is a lesson here. The lesson will happen through the communication, open communication, without conflict, without the desire to just point out the areas that you were right. Definitely taking responsibility for the part that you played or could have done differently if there was a part that you didn't play. Perhaps even having that really that discussion of, I shouldn't have let this go. I enabled it for too long, and as a result, this and this happened. It's not necessarily that you're taking ownership for something that you haven't done, but you're taking ownership for, enabling, right? So what this will do is it'll allow you to close off a cycle. It'll allow you to put yourself in that higher frequency and to continue on your life's journey, so that you can create flow. I see this river flowing. So this is the difference between receiving your dreams and desires by allowing things to flow naturally. It takes a lot more energy to hold on to that resentment than it does to have the conversation and release it, let's say. But let's draw a card from this deck here for message spirits to you. This deck's called Divine Guidance, guys, and they've used fractal art to create these cards, these oracle cards, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And I highly recommend you look up fractal art if that's something you'd like to do, to see how the images actually affect us, how they're received by our conscious mind and how they work through us, right? Okay, so what divine guidance does Spirit have for you? Yes, okay, so we have the number 5 here, okay? And the thing is, number 5 is known to be a number of challenges. It's known to be a number of, it's also known to be a number of resistance, but at the same time, it's known to be the number of adventure and accomplishment. I personally love the number 5. The number 5 to me means becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable, and making the choices that take us out of that comfort zone, not knowing what the outcome is going to be, but knowing that what we're leaving behind isn't going to be a loss, okay? It's about that forward movement. It's about that flow. Some of you, that number 5 might mean something personally. It might be a special number for you or represent something special to you. I also suggest you look up the number 5, the spiritual meaning, because the meaning might have a message within it that really hits home for you, right? And you can draw from that message and call on it at times where you're feeling that challenge, where you're feeling that resistance. So this is an absolutely beautiful card. I see the vibration here from the, let's just say there is a point of equilibrium. There is a point where everything is in harmony, and whatever we put out there, it just vibrates and the universe provides. But let's read the definition from the book. Life is about cycles, guys. And this one is definitely coming to an end. All right, let's have a look and see. What's Spirit message for you? Number 5, alignment. This is the beginning of a very powerful shift, both spiritually and energetically. This is a complete connection and alignment of your higher self and physical self. Sometimes this alignment can cause chaos and confusion, yes, but there is no need to worry or feel alarmed with what is happening in your life right now. Everything is moving into perfect order as your spiritual and physical selves align into perfect balance. Once complete, your daily life will be more in harmony with your spiritual path. Guys, I love this. I mean, this ties up the message beautifully. The last sentence, once complete, your daily life will be more in harmony with your spiritual path. Surrender to your soul's path, okay? Clear message here. Surrender. Surrender the need to always be right. More resist. Remember, we expend more energy holding on to things rather than releasing them. I'll hold this up to the camera for you. Feel free to take a screenshot if that's something you'd like to do. Meditate on the energy of that message and see what thoughts and feelings come up for you, and see where they take you. Really lean into those and see where they take you. But it's definitely a beginning of a very powerful shift. I can see that you're feeling a lot of resistance. There may be a lot of indecision, Pisces. You're a highly intuitive sign, and something is telling you that your intuition is pushing you in a direction, and your current circumstances are pulling you in another. Follow your soul's path. You know what you have to do, but to release this properly, to create that beautiful karma so that you can enter this energy of powerful shift and alignment, we need to have certain conversations. We need to have that closure. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you for your next lot of readings. Bye.